How to sell without feeling like a salesperson. So, hey guys, I want to talk to you guys about something. I know a lot of us wrestle with it, especially those of us in real estate, entrepreneurship, or any business that requires you to put yourself out there. How do you sell without feeling like a salesperson? Because let's be honest, nobody wants to come across as pushy, thirsty, or like they're just chasing for a check. Their energy doesn't feel good to the person on the receiving end, and truthfully, it doesn't feel good to us either. But here's what I've learned, and I'm saying this from experience, not just theory, you guys, because I've sold over 700 properties, and this is what I did. Selling is not about convincing. Selling is about connecting. We are in a relationship business. It's about showing up in your expertise, solving real problems, and making people feel seen. When you shift from trying to persuade to trying to serve, everything will change. So let me walk you through how I do this in a way that's authentic, powerful, and even still profitable for myself and my business. The first step, you guys, is know your value. I talk about that all the time. You have to get really clear on what you offer and why it matters, not the features, the impact. If you're a realtor, you're not just unlocking doors, you're unlocking possibilities. You're helping someone build generational wealth, find safety, or step into a new season of their life. That's not a sale, you all. That's a purpose. So when you speak, when you post, when you show up, you're not selling yourself. You're showcasing the value. Number 2, you guys, is tell the truth. You don't need a script to be honest. One of the most powerful things you can do is speak plainly about what people are already feeling. Talk about the fears people have. Talk about the mistakes they're making. Talk about what's keeping them stuck. And then position yourself as the person who can help them navigate it with clarity. That's how you solve a problem. People are drawn to the truth. And when they hear it from someone who actually knows what they're talking about, someone who sounds like they care more than about a person that cares about a paycheck, they lean in a little bit more. They listen a little bit more. They trust a little bit more. And guess what? They buy a lot more. They essentially will become your client. So step 3, you guys, let your content carry that conversation. Let your content carry that conversation. A lot of people think selling means you have to go and get on a live every day. You have to have a pitch or post a graphic with a book me now, schedule your call now, click the link in my bio, all the things and all the call to actions that you see. And while yes, there's a time and a place for that direct call to action, most of the selling actually happens through education. Can you guys say that with me again? Education. When you teach, you build trust. When you break things down, you remove fear. When you're consistently showing up and deliver value, people start to think, if I'm getting this much just from this free account, imagine what working with this person would look like. If this agent can educate me this much on how to purchase a new construction property, imagine what my process would look like. If this agent could educate me this much on how to sell my first home, imagine what my process would look like. This is where you begin to reel them in. They build trust, and extensionally, they will want to be your client. That's when the selling becomes seamless, okay? Because by that time, they click your link and the decision is already made in their mind that you are going to be their realtor. Step 4, speak with clarity, not convincing. You don't need to beg for business. You need to be clear about who you are, what you do, who you help, and how to get started. Well, I have to say this again, one more time. You don't need to beg for business. You just need to be clear about who you are, what you do, who you help, and how to get started. And when someone isn't ready, you all, that's okay. You're not chasing, you're attracting. You're not talking people into something, you're showing people what's possible. That kind of energy is magnetic, and more importantly, it's sustainable. Lastly, you all, remember that being salesy isn't about the offer or the sale. It's about the approach. If you lead with desperation, people can feel that. If you lead with service, people can trust that. So here's the mindset shift I want you to take with you. You're not a salesperson. You're a solution. You're not asking for a favor. You're offering a result. You're not bothering people. You're giving them a chance to say yes to their next level. And when you believe that, when you really sit in that truth, the way you show up, the way you speak, the way you sell, all of it becomes natural, intentional, and aligned. You don't need to sell harder. You just need to show up more clearly, more consistently, and also more confidently. That's how you sell without feeling like a salesperson. I hope you all really enjoyed listening to this because I do know a lot of agents really do feel this way. My name's Althea Hearst. I'm the managing broker over at RLAH Real Estate, and these are just my tips for you.